Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Raghu here. In this class, we'll discuss about a subgraph and its types. In our last class, we discussed some of the basics on graphs. Please watch those classes and come back here. The link for the playlist is provided in the description below. Coming to today's class, so first we need to understand what subgraph means. Then we are going to understand its types. So let's take a graph. Let G, V comma E is a graph. V means set of vertices, E means set of edges. Then H, V1 comma E1 is a subgraph of G. It is a subgraph. H is a subgraph of G. When we are going to say it as a subgraph of G, if it satisfies the condition V1 subset of V and E1 subset of E, if it satisfies this, then we say it as a subgraph. Hoping that you already know the concept of subset and proper subset. These basics discussed in this playlist in the beginning classes. V1 means set of vertices in H, subgraph. E1 means set of edges in H. V1 subset of V. V means set of vertices in G. H is a subgraph when if it satisfies this condition. With example, you are going to understand it better. Let's take a graph G, V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5. You remove an edge. Yes, this is a graph that this edge is removed. This we call it as a subgraph. Yes, all the edges. How many edges are there here? 6 edges. Here, 5 edges. All these edges are subset to this set. Yes, it is maintaining that property. Here, how many vertices are there? 5 vertices are there. All the vertices are included here. Yes, all these 5 vertices are included. Then we can definitely say it as this. The set of vertices are subset to this set of vertices. Then we can say it as a. Then we call this as subgraph. Similarly, this is also we call it a subgraph. From here to here, we eliminated one vertex and 2 edges. V5 is eliminated. Yes, whatever the vertices V1, V2, V3, V4. Yes, the set of vertices that belongs here are subset to the set V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5. Similarly, edges are also subset to the set that belongs here. Then we say it as a subgraph. Similarly, the next type is a proper subgraph. When we say it as proper subgraph, the same conditions, let G is a graph, H is a subgraph, V1 comma E1 is the vertices and edges set that belongs to H, then we say it as a proper subgraph. When we say it as a proper subgraph, if V1 proper subset to V, E1 proper subset to E, what is meant by proper subset? At least one less than element should be there. Then we say it as proper subset. Hope you know already the difference between subset and proper subset. So now with example, let's take this graph. This is the graph. In this graph, how many vertices are there? V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. This is the proper subgraph. Here, one vertex is less when compared to this. So the set V1, V2, V3, V4 are proper subset to the set V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5. Similarly, 6 edges are there. Here 4 edges are there. One less number of edges when compared to this set. Means this set of edges are proper subset to this set of edges. Similarly, see, can we say it as a proper subgraph? No, we cannot say. Here 6 edges are there. Here 5 edges are there. It's okay. But here 5 vertices are there. Here also 5 vertices. V1, V2, V3, V4, V5 is not proper subset to V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. At least one less should be there. Then we say it as proper subgraph. Similarly, the next one is a spanning subgraph. When we say it as spanning subgraph, if all the vertices should include in the subgraph, you have to take all the vertices that belongs to graph G. Then we say it as spanning subgraph. Let's take this example. V1, V2, V3, V4. 4 vertices are there. We included all the 4 vertices V1, V2, V3, V4. One edge is missing. It's okay, no problem. But all the vertices should include in the graph. Then we say this as spanning subgraph. Similarly, the next one is induced subgraph. When we are going to say it as induced subgraph, and we call this as vertex induced subgraph. So the definition is vertex induced subgraph. When we say it as vertices included in subgraph should have all the edges of those vertices. Anyhow, with this definition, you are not going to understand. With example, we are going to understand. Let's take this graph G, V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. 5 vertices are there. In the subgraph, we are including V1, V2, V3. 3 vertices are included in subgraph. Whatever the edges that belongs to V1, V2, V3, all those edges should be there in the subgraph. See, V1, V2, V3, whatever the edges that belongs to these 3 vertices, those edges should include in the subgraph. Yes, it is included. So, this is a induced subgraph. Similarly, this is one more subgraph V1, V2, V3, but all the edges that belongs to V1, V2, V3 are not induced, not included. This is not included, it is missing. So we cannot say it as a induced subgraph. This is not induced, this is induced subgraph. Hope you understand the definitions and types of different subgraphs. If you have any questions regarding the concept, please post your questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.